don't know what I'm doing at this job. I've got to flip that around because if I can't see comments, then I can't handle the comments. I was listening to Paxton because Pax just informed me like yesterday, duh, mom, if you use the outside camera on your phone versus the one facing you, it's better. I'm like, oh, really? So that's what I just did. And now I'm not going to be able to read comments. I'm new here. Hey, Sean, can you see? Are there people on there?
Yeah, there's people on there.
Great. Do I look like a doofus?
Not completely.
Great. Crap, now I have to turn this around. Please hold. Dang it. Why did you do that?
I
Why didn't you think about this?
I thought you had that figured out.
Why didn't you think about this before we did this video?
I thought you were a YouTuber.
I'm not a YouTuber. I pretend. Okay.
Flip your camera.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay. I flipped the camera and then I flipped the phone all at the same time. Okay, great. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, because if I flip... Ah! Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so if I flip this, it's going to face here. Then I'm going to flip the phone and it's going to face there.
No.
There. There. Sorry. I promise we're going to get this figured out slowly but surely. See? Great. I said I was crazy nervous that I would screw up. I've already screwed up. So we got that out ahead of time. Okay, excellent. Let's see what we can do now. Okay, that's awfully... Okay, it's bright. It's bright. My hair's a mess. Anybody new? I'm easy penny shopping. I don't care what I look like.
You're beautiful.
Thank you, honey. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear fake eyelashes. Not that I'm against that. I don't. So I'm sorry that I do not get done up for you, because that's like kind of not my point here. My point here is to teach you like how to penny shop and blend in the Dollar General. So you should probably try best to blend in. But anyways, okay. Hold on. I have an echo. Is anybody else getting an echo besides Miss Julie? No. Anybody else echo? Okay. Julie, go out and come back in. Hi, penny shopping with Andrea. Okay. So, I'll try to get through some of those. But first and foremost, we have had a handful of birthdays with our paid members recently. So I just wanted to give them the shout outs right now. So happy belated birthday to Miss Rebecca in Kentucky, to Miss Tina in Ohio, and today, happy birthday to Miss June Bug in Oklahoma, Melinda in Arkansas, and Miss Rita in West Virginia. So, happy birthday. Lots of birthdays. So we're gathered here today because my time as a penny shopper, and I think most of you will agree, our times as penny shoppers, we have experienced the most ridiculous things. Like the good, the bad, the hilarious, the ugly, the is this really happening? Like so many things. Sounds cutting in and out. Okay, I got one. Sounds cutting in and out. Anybody else? Ooh, what's that green member thing? Sound is fine for you. Okay. Yep. So anybody having any sound issues, go out and come back in. You see a lot behind me. That's right. Okay. Yes, this is a live for everybody and not just paid members. But I don't know everybody's birthdays. So I apologize. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you as well. Or if it's been your birthday in the last couple days, happy birthday. Yeah. Okay. Diane, you need to go out and come back in. Nope, you guys are saying the sound's still messed up. You're saying the sound is good. You guys have internet issues at all? Hey, Sean, will you turn down Jurassic, whatever you guys are watching, just in case? Thank you. Okay. Okay, so we've got more sounds. Okay, great. So, as I was trying to sleep before my heart doc appointment on Friday, that's when I think the most, yeah, like a lot of you, and decided, wait. There are so many flipping stories that we all have that we need to share. I mean, we just need to share. Whether it is funny stuff, because we need to laugh more in penny shopping. Like everybody needs to laugh more, because a lot of this is enjoyable. Most of this is enjoyable, or I wouldn't still be doing it. So the positives always outweigh the negatives. Unfortunately, it is human nature to focus on negatives, unfortunately, and I am the same. So wanted more positivity, but also if there are any true, complaints, questions, like how do I handle this? I have this issue with this employee, or I have this issue with this manager or store, or this, that, the other. So we definitely want to hear the funnies. But we also, there are other things that I feel like we can be talking about that will help a number of us out there. So I'm frightened at this point. I'm frightened. We have 3 people. We have 3 people that are calling in. And I requested that I not know what they're going to say. So that's scary for me. I have, customer service is my thing. I have done customer service at high levels for a long time. I know how to take calls. I know all the things that to say. You guys will probably be like, whoa, that's what they say when I call this corporate number to complain. You're right. There's a script. Okay. But these, I'm sure, are going to be so off the wall that I'm not even going to know what to say. So maybe this will just crash and burn. Maybe this will be hilarious for a lot of us. I don't know. But we're going to try it, because there's just too many stories out there. My mind is blown weekly when somebody's like, you won't believe what happened this week. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. So in the background, so I don't know if Miss Rachel's on here or not, but I have been blessed with some awesome friends and members and all of those things over the years. And this year we did a Penny Cupid thing. I know half of you, we've still got the other half to do, but Miss Rachel did the Penny Lane sign. She did the Penny for Your Thoughts sign, couple t-shirts. I'm going to forget people. Miss Rose sent me penny earrings. Miss Pat in Texas sent me, it's probably right here. This was before, but anyways, my crocheted bags that I freaking love. Melinda sent stuff. Charlotte sent stuff. Like, so many. You guys are all fantastic. And then Miss Jeannie, I just got the piece, brown dot piece. I was hoping we would have some left. So, anyways, thank you to everybody that has sent stuff, and I know there are more, because I have cards right here. See, now that I've mentioned people, I don't want to forget people. Yes, Miss Sandy. Okay. So, anyways, before we get this started, I am going to use my Bath and Body Works stress relief because I'm worried. Okay, so just give me a second. Breathe that in a little bit. So if you want to call in to the What in the DG is happening helpline, hotline, complaint line, you have to download WhatsApp, and then you would type in the number 217-260-2619. That will come to me. It has to be through WhatsApp. That's not my real life phone number. Okay? It's only through WhatsApp. Oh gosh. One of these calls, I do know she did say, hey, can I call and say this? So I do know what one of them is going to be. The other ones, I have no idea. We're going to see what happens and how bad it's going to be. Hi, Kim. Yes, we had a public shatter. Yep. The public shatters, we definitely want to hear more about those too. Okay. I don't know which one of you guys want to call in first. I'm scared about both of you. Okay. Oh, well, thank you for joining the paid membership, Jay. All right. So we're going to go ahead, and we have two that have, I believe one is a story and one is maybe is a complaint. Oh gosh. Okay. I don't even know. Woo.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I'm calling to inform you that I got a banana hammock call a few minutes ago.
Yep. Okay, a banana hammock. I guess I don't understand what you're talking about.
I believe one of your people called in and asked me if we had any banana hammocks.
Oh, one of my people. No. What I know that when I went to the Ross 49-cent sale, I actually found banana hammocks for 49 cents. But I don't believe that DG the phone lines are blown up. Hold on there. I don't believe we sell banana hammocks. Anybody? Do we sell banana hammocks?
Okay, so moving on.
Oh, okay. Moving on. I'm sorry. You're my first caller. This is a new job, just started, And so who am I speaking with?
You are speaking with Rayanne.
Oh, okay. Hi, Miss Rayanne. And where?
Hello.
What state are you in?
I am in the lovely state of Michigan.
How many Dollar Generals do you have within 20 miles of you?
5.
Oh, okay. So you're out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure
Yes.
we're going to have more soon. I'm sure. So.
I hope so.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Moving on. What's your next thing?
So my story is not, I don't know. I thought it was silly at the time, so it's just a very small story. There's a DG that I have shopped in off and on, and not in my neighborhood. Went in to do the lovely penny search, as always. Not much was happening, so I took a look at my phone, and all of a sudden popped up surprise pennies. So I'm like, okay, great. And I had not been shopping very long at all, penny shopping for maybe 3 years.
Okay.
And so I head over to, which I'm sure many of you have done in the past, to look at the pictures, because it was all the framed art and framed pictures. So I go on over, I'm picking up things and I'm scanning them. And then you know how your heart just goes and goes, and it's 0.00. I'm loading up my cart. I'm loading up my cart. My cart is full and overflowing. Person comes by, says, "Oh my gosh, you must be getting ready to decorate a house, or there must be a great sale."
I'm so
yeah,
sorry,
you know.
Rayanne. I'm so sorry, Rayanne.
Yes.
I have somebody. I need to take care of something real quickly. You need to go out of the video and come back in if you're having sound issues. For everybody else.
Me?
No. You're fine. You're fine, caller.
Oh, okay.
For everybody else, can you hear what she's saying well enough? Good. I mean, can you hear it clearly? I'm sorry, ma'am. You know, we've got to make sure everybody's okay. Great. Okay, so
Absolutely.
so you're
No
filling
problem.
up your cart with all of this wall art from 1997.
Yes. Oh yeah. So along comes this lady besides other people, and she says, "I think you need another cart." So I said, "Okay, sure, thanks." I get another cart. I'm filling up the cart. People are coming by, saying all kinds of different things. So you know how your heart palpitates like up into your throat when you go to check out. I go to check out, and I don't know this person that's checking me out. And I go, and they go, "Oh, you got some good deals." And I'm thinking, yeah, just kind of keep it on the down low. Can you be kind of quiet? And they're scanning and everything's great. And then there's a nice long line starting to form. So I said, here, why don't we stop this now? And you can take these other people. "Oh, no. And I said, "Oh, yes, please, let's do that." Okay, well,
Yes.
they didn't. So anyway, I said, "Okay, would you like something? Would you like something? Would you like something?" This particular person that was checking me out decided to call up all of her employees, which I'm perfectly fine with. These people are coming. The employees are now looking through carts, looking at some of it. "Yes, please, take whatever you want. Take whatever you want." Next thing I know, kind of just funny, I don't know, in walks people through the door, and she's like, "Hey, you guys, come on over. This lady is giving away free artwork." I just chuckled and I said, "Absolutely, come on up. Come on up." I actually also found some exercise equipment, and I could not give that away. No one would take it.
Welcome to the club. Yep.
Over and over. So I go through, everything's good, everybody's happy and great, grades, customers, all this type of thing. And I get help out to my car and everything. And this woman says to me, "Please come here anytime and do my job for me." Because she said, "I hate that section, and just come and do it for me." And I'm like, "Oh, it's just so much fun, blah, blah, blah." And she says, "Yeah, I'm the manager." That's basically the end of my story.
Right.
So it wasn't anything big, but it was
So
just kind of funny.
so and this is something that I think a lot of us have ran into. And there's a lot, obviously, positives to it. I have a couple thoughts, of course. I've always got to have a couple thoughts. So, yeah, we always offer to employees. That's just what you should do, right?
Absolutely. Oh, I love it.
Yes.
I love being able to offer to employees. I just thought the part that was funny
Right.
was that she called everybody up, and I was cool with that. And I offered to everybody and anybody that wanted it.
And
but then when people were walking in the door, and again, I really didn't care.
Right. No, but I think this is definitely something that I haven't had that happen in a regular penny situation, but I have had it happen in a remodel situation. And I think, yes, that's where it's one of those things. I think we are very giving, especially when we do already have these items, or we've already gotten these items a number of times. And so I always offer to employees, absolutely.
Yep. Me too.
And some will take and some will not, and that's okay.
Yep.
And then we a lot of times will even offer to people in the line, you know. But yes, I agree with you. I would have been taken aback by customers coming in the door, and it's like, "Hey, here you go. Like, that should have been left for you. You could have made that decision.
Yeah, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I didn't need any of that stuff, and I was happy to give it away. I guess I just thought it was a little on the funny side that she was like, "Hey guys, come on over."
Right,
That's the
right.
only thing I was saying. No, I love giving my stuff away.
Yeah, and that's sorry, and I'm talking like to the live at the same time I'm talking to you. So,
Oh,
but
absolutely.
yeah, so no, I think I would be the same way. And I probably would have handled it the same way, you know, because you don't, I mean, what were you supposed to do? Sorry, Oklahoma, you're going to have to hold on. We're not done with this call yet. But yeah, I would have been like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, here, you know, if there was anything I really wanted, I mean, I would have spoke up. You know, hey,
sure.
you know, hey, I actually really want this for my kids' room, or I really want this
Sure,
for whatever.
absolutely.
But yeah, that's kind of, it's interesting when they decide to just offer your stuff up to anybody and everybody. And that is something, so I want to ask everybody else, have you guys had this happen on any, whether it was a remodel situation or whatever, where you've been friendly, you've shared in the store, you've shared with employees, and then somehow it turns into literally now you are the free aisle and everybody can come shop from you? Has anybody else had this happen?
Thanks for your time, and I look forward to hearing your next call.
Okay, what's funny is I almost posted pictures of banana hammocks that I found at the 49-cent sale. I found one for Sean, actually, and then but it was an extra small, so that's not going to work. But I still thought about posting a picture, and then I was like, no, I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to, but I'll have to check to see if I still have that picture, because these were fancy. So I'll let you know. Okay?
Awesome.
Okay.
Yep.
Love you. Bye.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, would love to hear. Oh. Let's be careful what I'm doing here. See, I totally screwed up this setup. Has anybody else had, after offering to other shoppers or employees, have you had a bunch of other people, well, just the announcement be made, you know, hey, free stuff, come and get it. Oh, Vaughn's went through it. Vaughn, how'd you handle it? Hi, Miss Joy. I'm glad to see you. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Tamberly, it's, you know, if we offer, great. If they ask, great. We are not selfish. We're some of the least selfish people out there. I will fight anybody that thinks differently. We donate more than anybody else that I know of because of what we get. But there's still a line, you know. We also still have families that we are getting things for. We also have extended families and friends for holidays and birthdays. We also have our own donation groups that we donate to. And so there's, you know, sometimes it can go a little far. You're carrying your picture haul from today. Oh, wait, okay. This one's been dying to tell this story. So I'm really scared about this one. I'm really, really scared. You have been a stage 5, or is it 9 clinger for 2 days because you're dying to make this phone call. Who am I speaking with?
This is JD Whiskey.
This is JD Whiskey. Oh, okay. What's up, JD?
Well, is this the Dollar Tree hotline where I can do my complaining too?
This is the What in the DG helpline.
What in the DG's going on?
What?
I need to do some complaining here. And my complaint is about this secret that's going around. It's supposed to be a big secret, but I'll be dead gum it's not, because you all know about that secret, that Penny secret. You know it.
Right. I mean, I don't. They didn't train me about pennies. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, my wife tells me all the time it's a big secret, and I need to be some hush-hushing. And I try to be hush-hushing, and she dragged me off to the local DG here. And I go in there, and we split lines, because I'm looking high and low for pennies. I see a couple dimes on the floor, but I saw a penny, and I pick it up. I hear my wife hollering. Hers hooping, and hers hollering about where's her pennies. And people are looking at her and going up and down the line, wondering what she's hooping and hollering about. Well, my complaint is that she told me it was a hush-hush thing.
So how many other people
Why is that? Why is my wife hooping and hollering about where she's her pennies at? And why can't she find them? And I got one more complaint. This one's going to get you right here. I'm going to tell you right now, because it's a true fact that my wife does that hooping and hollering every time we go into the local DG. Always screaming and hollering. Well, I'll be dead gum. She was hollering again about them darn pennies. So I took out my gum, I wrapped a piece of penny in it, and I rolled it right at her feet. And I said, there's your dead gum penny. And you know what her did? Her pick up that dead gum penny and threw it and hit me right between the eyes. Now, my complaint is here. That not only is she hooping and hollering about secrets, she's telling me to hush hush. She ain't no hush hush. Second complaint is that she physically caused me harm right there in the local DG. Yeah, I got hurt. It hit me right in the eyebrow, right above my eye right there, it did.
Wait, hold on. Do you know, were you in front of one of the cameras that work or one of the cameras that are fake?
I'll be dead gum, I looked right at it. I saw myself crying.
So did you file a police report? Was there a police officer?
I tried to do that. I really did, but my wife told me I couldn't come home if I did. So that's another complaint, I suppose. I tried to stay at the local DT all night long, and they were trying to kick me out of there.
So
is that allowed?
No.
Can my wife go in there hooping and hollering about pennies like she does? And can she throw stuff at me right there in the middle of the local DG? And can the local DG kick me out because I ain't got nowhere to go?
I think that there are business hours, so you can only be in there during business.
No.
Yeah.
10 o'clock, they throw me out at 8:30.
Oh, well, were you talking like this?
This is how I talk.
I mean, were you guys throwing pennies back and forth?
Are you harassing me? Another DG thing that I gotta deal with now. That's another call. That's gonna make another complaint.
I think I'm gonna have to send you to my supervisor. I'm not sure. Did you see a police officer in the parking lot? A lot of times they have a police officer right there to help.
Well, sure, they sent down Bob. He's my brother-in-law. They sent him down, and he's the local sheriff.
Oh.
What do you think Bob tried to do? Bob tried to pull me out behind my ear.
Okay. So
my complaints, man, is that this is serious here.
It is serious. I agree.
Some hooping and hollering in the local DT. We got some physical harm. We got some harassment, and he touched me. He laid hands on me.
He did lay hands on you. Well,
my ear, that ear.
Well, I can totally understand your frustration. I can't imagine going through that ordeal at a D to the G. And so, I don't know. Could I offer you a $10 gift card?
Well, I'll be dead gum. I'll take that. Don't you dare tell my wife about it.
Well, I mean, kind of you would have to give it to your wife, though, because isn't she the shopper?
Oh, I'll be dead gum. You're all in good, aren't you?
No, but okay, fine. I'll just send you the card, but is she going to retrieve the mail and see that it's from the DG?
Oh, you're right. I better think about that one really quick.
Uh-huh.
How about if I just run on down over there and pick it up?
Well, you're talking to corporate, so I mean, I'm going to have to send this to the regional manager. Then the regional manager is going to have to send it to the district manager. Then the district manager is going to have to get in contact with the store manager.
Well, that might be a problem. You know, we're here in Oklahoma and we live in such a small town, and my wife's sister works there at the local DG.
Oh, so you're related to everybody in town, eh?
Well, you know, this is Oklahoma.
Okay, right. We have that issue here too, right? Okay, well, how about I'm just gonna, write down your name and number. I have your number here on caller ID, and I'm gonna go ahead and send this to the regional manager, and I'm sure they'll take care of you.
Well, don't forget that. And my name is J-Day Whiskey.
J-Day Whiskey.
Much obliged, ma'am. Much obliged.
Yes, thank you so much for your call.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now. Okay, see, that one I didn't know what she was going to do. Okay. So somebody asked, are these real calls? Okay, first off, I have absolutely no association with Dollar General, okay? This is all satire, jokes, sarcasm, not real. Are the stories real? Yes. Majority of the stories are real. I'm pretty sure she may have made up part of that one. Not all of it, but I think she may have made up part of it. But no, that's what these calls are, actual people calling to talk about experiences that they have had in their Dollar Generals. And some may be hilarious, some may be scary, some may be crazy. We don't know until I answer the call. So that's where, this is round one, all right? This is a test. We're trying to lighten the mood out there, but also answer questions along the way. If you all have any questions that you would like to ask, right now, it is much easier to answer questions on the phone versus in messaging, because typically one question leads to 5 follow-up questions, leads to 5 others, and trying to explain something, especially DG or penny shopping related, in like 2 sentences, it's not happening. It's not happening. So, yes, the Noel Motel. Oh my gosh. I wonder, should I just go ahead and tell Charity, are you on here? I don't know if Charity's on here. Hello, Miss Brenna. Please go check out Brenna Bargains. She has a YouTube channel. Shopping with Andrea, I believe she has a YouTube channel. I have not seen, I'm sorry, there are a lot of comments. They were flying in, so I'm not sure who all's on here. So I did not say hi to everybody individually because I was scared. I get very anxious before live chats. I'm sorry. It's harder than it used to be. When there were only 10 people watching, I did not get nervous. Now I get nervous, and it's still not even a big amount as compared to others, but it is to me. Okay. Noel Motel. Okay, so Penny Shop with Andrea is on, she mainly posts on TikTok. Okay. Have I received any fan mail lately? The bad kind? No, I closed that P.O. box because of, I still know what it is, stupid bill. I closed my P.O. box because my fan mail that I received, the first one was, no, I did receive a card from a friend, but then I received things making fun of me from stupid bill. Ohio. I know that's not what it's called, okay? But if you knew the fan mail, then that's what you would call it. And I did prove that certain fan incorrect also, because they're making fun of me and how I go into my British accent. And it's not for YouTube. I do this in real life. My mom thinks I'm ridiculous. My family thinks I'm ridiculous. This is just what I do. No, I don't know what a real British accent is. I don't know. It's mixed with Australian. It's mixed with, this is just who I am. However, we then got into the ancestry. I got my sister's ancestry. And of course, we came from Britain. I mean, I'm like 55% white, in case you haven't been able to tell. And so most likely, we came from Europe. Okay? And then we just got the actual paperwork of when my great-great-grandpa came here. Sure enough, as a felon from England, because he had poached on the king's land. But thank God the US of A was letting him in, because, but anyways, the point being, I am British, so I could speak however I want. Okay, so, oh, your husband has accents for everything. Yes, I love accents. All right. So, no-tell motel. Show of hands. Who's heard the story already about the no-tell motel? Let me just keep messing with my hair, because I cut it off and now it just sticks up. It's out of control. Okay. Does everyone know what a no-tell motel is? Did I see Charity on here yet? Maybe I can get Charity to come on here. I bet I can't. She might be at work. I am going to try Charity real quick. Okay, does anybody want to call in with any real questions? You know what? We're just going to go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and call her. We'll just do that. I won't put her on speakerphone just because she has no idea what's happening. Good evening. We're doing great. What are you doing? Oh, awesome. Well, I'm actually calling you during a live video. They can't hear you, don't worry. So they don't know what you just said. I'm going to act like it was something kinky. Okay. So we're doing now what in the DG helpline. And we're taking live calls. There's been a request. You know what the request is. Well, it's one of our craziest stories. The no-tell motel. So, would you like to talk about this on speakerphone, like your perspective? And then I can we can kind of talk about it together. Can Stranger Things wait? Have you already ate your taco salad? Okay. Tell her it's really important work. Okay. Okay, hold on just a second. If you go through WhatsApp, then you type in 217-260-2619. Melinda, you should just be able to type in my name and it'll bring it up. And you just click the phone. Okay. You tell me when you're ready to be put on speakerphone. Sorry, I took you by surprise. Please don't feel pressured. Well, I know, because you're not paying it. No, you're busy. Hold on. What was way too fast? I think they're saying it was way too fast to get a hold of you. Well, I mean, if I call Charity, Charity answers, okay? And if Charity calls me, I answer. I called her on her personal line. I did not call her through WhatsApp. Oh, the number was too fast. Sorry. So through WhatsApp, 217-260-2619. So you could call, or if you don't want to be the caller and you just want to send a message, I can read the message, or we can have other people call with that story. And we know, obviously, we have a couple actresses that are fair game. I've got a handful of other people that are fair game. Okay. Okay. Charity, you ready? Are you sure? Well, hold on. I'm putting you on speakerphone first. This is totally unscripted, okay? So we're just going to wing it. Okay? No cursing. I mean, well, yeah, we can curse, actually, because it's alive. But we'll try not to. Okay. Everybody say hello to Miss Charity in Minnesota. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Great. Okay, so
Hey, everyone.
she says hey. So, Charity and I met, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? 2?
Yep. 2 to 3. Yep.
Okay. And she wanted to shop together, right? And so first off, I just have to tell you, you know, her whole thing, oh, I want to shop with you, you know, I want you to show me things, blah, 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 blah. Well, she's a liar, okay? Sorry, Charity. Because she did not need me to show her anything, okay? She already had it down. She is a freaking rock star when it comes to remodel shopping. Like, the amount of dedication, the memory, the everything. I'm like, she totally tricked me. I'm glad we shopped together, but did she need me to show her how to shop? That's a no. So, Charity, I was blown away. You freaking rock. So.
Well, thank you. But in my defense, on saying that, I had watched your videos numerous times, over and over.
Wow.
And that's how I got to where I am.
Right. But lots of people watch my videos over and over, and they can't do what you do. So thank you for that. But also, girl, you figured it out. Like, you figured it out. So our first remodel, was our first one? No, yeah, our first one was this Noel Motel. The second one was the other one.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
So, how this happened, there was a remodel, and this was what, South Chicago, Southwest Chicago?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where it was at, but yeah, it was not in a good area.
Right, so it was south side of Chicago, basically. Now, not Chicago, it was outside of Chicago, but a southern suburb, right? I had not planned on going to this remodel. I don't think I even knew anything about it. My friend Pitty Pat, who is one of my local shopping friends, her and her mom drive all over the flipping place for remodels. And so she's actually up there, right? It was Patty and her mom. They were up there with you guys. And somehow it got found out that Patty was friends with me, and Charity said, you know, I want to meet her or something, whatever. She probably lied and said I need her help. She didn't. And so Patty calls me and she's like, hey, I'm up at this remodel, you know, and she gives me the name of the suburb, right? So I don't think too much of it. And I'm like, and then she's got them on speakerphone and she's like, these people want to meet you. And I'm like, well, I hadn't planned on going shopping, but all right, I can do this. And so I took off. I think it was like a 3-hour drive for me, 2.5.
Right.
And so I take off. And obviously, once I bring up the directions, I realize I'm headed to South Chicago. But there's a group of people there that I know. I feel safe-ish, right? So get there. There was, so Patty and her mom in a vehicle. I was in a vehicle. Charity, did you have your aunt with you too?
Yeah, my aunt was with me.
Okay. And I said that correctly too, right?
Yep.
Okay. I try to pick up everybody's languages, right? So I say aunt. I say aunt. She says aunt. Okay. So, then now there was there another group there?
Yeah, there was a couple other people there that ended up showing up later.
Okay. So anyways, this was nighttime. Okay. This was not Sunday. This was Saturday night. Yes, we were in a parking lot. Yes, this has happened a few times. It can be really fun. But this night, things really went awry. Like, we were not expecting what happened at all. Right?
Right.
Okay. So, I get there. Yay. I get to meet Charity. She's awesome. I get to hang out with my friends. It's good. I don't know, it's like midnight. We're in South Chicago, standing in a DG parking lot, having a good old time. And then the police start coming, which is not uncommon. And guys, honestly, it's better that they're checking on you. Like, I never get scared or worried when there's a group of us in a DG parking lot when the police come. Because, and especially depending on the neighborhood you're in, right? One, they've got to make sure you're not planning on looting the store. Okay. 2, depending on the area you're in, they're going to warn you about the area you're in, and maybe you shouldn't be in the DG parking lot. Or sometimes it is DG calling the police, but then once the police know it's because the sale's happening, they don't make you leave. So there's the whole car lot parking type situation. Okay, so Charity, I don't remember what. We had the first police officer show up. It was the chick and the dude, right? Hot chick, so-so guy.
Yep.
Okay. They didn't tell us about the Noel Motel. Right? It was the second group.
Nope.
Okay.
It was the second group.
Okay, so first group comes, and they were what? They were just making sure we were all okay and not like robbing the place, right?
Right. And then they called their buddies, their other police buddies, and told them what we were doing there.
Right. Because we told them all about,
Yep.
They were all shocked by penny shopping. Right? Okay. And then they called their other buddies that were on duty at the time.
Right.
Okay. So then that's when cop number 2. Now, was cop number 2 the hot guy? Or was that cop number 3?
I'm not sure. 2 or 3.
I feel like the second group was like the bald guy. No, yes, number 2 was the hot guy.
I don't remember.
Okay, so whatever. Okay, so yeah. So cop number 2 comes. Pretty sure it's the hot guy. He's younger than all of us, but we can all appreciate it. Okay? So he comes up, and he's wanting to know kind of about the sale, right?
Right.
And then what did he talk about? He wanted to know something specifically, if it was going to penny. Do you remember?
I don't remember what it was, but he was shocked that everything, like that we could get anything for a penny. And it was like a big deal to them. They never heard of it.
Yes, and he was asking about the alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He wanted to know if the beer and alcohol, if that was going to go to a penny. So, okay. So then maybe even while he was there, the third cop showed up. Because I feel like
we had a parking lot full of cops.
Yeah. Okay. So then we had a third cop come. And I feel like that guy was older, maybe bald. Anyways. So at this point, we've had experiences with cops coming in the parking lots. But not like, again, there's also sirens all in the background too. So it's not like this was, they didn't have anything else to do, right? Did you feel that way?
Yeah.
So,
It felt like they were really busy, but they needed to entertain themselves for the night.
right. So we end up with cop number 3. And then we're really questioning, like, I mean, they'd already told us this isn't the best neighborhood, you know, but they told us they would watch us through the night, which you could take as good or bad. We always take it as good. When the police offer to keep an eye on us, we're like, right on, okay. But then cop number 2 goes into more detail as to why we basically got flocked by police officers. So, Charity, now you get to tell the story of what they thought we were and how this actually went down.
Okay, so the reason why the cops stopped in the first place was they thought we were a bunch of angry wives looking for their husband to come out with a Noel Motel. We had no idea that the cars that we would keep seeing the same cars go in and out, you know, quickly, like within the hour. And we had no idea why. And then they explained to us that it was a rent you had to have a membership at this hotel, but it was like you rented it by the hour. And so they wanted to make sure that we weren't like angry wives waiting for our husbands, because apparently they have that problem.
Right. So, turns out, right across the street, and we could tell it was some type of hotel, but it seemed more like a private one, right? It wasn't a chain named hotel, motel. It didn't look super skanky on the outside. It was also dark, though. And so turns out this Dollar General parking lot is a hot spot for angry wives. This is where the wives come to catch their spouses. Wives, husbands, anybody. This is where they would come and then watch for their significant other and trap them. And then they would probably end up on that Cheaters show. Is that still on the air? Anyway, so we had no idea that we were across from the Noel Motel. But at that point, we are extremely intrigued, because we're like, oh my gosh, now we have to pay attention. What cars are coming in? What cars are leaving? Like, we probably should have done some lives. No, we didn't want to mess. Okay, but anyways. But the big thing that got me was, what did he say? Was it 2 weeks prior about the shooting?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I think a wife shot her husband.
Yeah. So, no, they didn't think we were protesting. They thought we were there to catch our husbands with escorts. Okay? 2 weeks prior, and this is what the young cop ended up telling us. 2 weeks prior, one of the wives ended up going over to that Noel Motel, and it was after she shot up his car, right?
Right.
She didn't shoot her husband.
Oh yeah, maybe it was car.
Yeah, she didn't take out the husband. She didn't take out I don't think they even got face to face. But the woman went in the parking lot and just took out the car. So, again, why we had police officers back to back to back, because they were worried this was going to happen again. Obviously, they were quite relieved when they learned that we were just there to get good deals. We don't care who's across the street getting down with the down. Like, we know where our husbands are. I mean, I don't think any of us noticed anything over there, did we? No, that's too far away. So, but I mean, ever since then, I have not been able to top that story,
No.
right? Yeah, it's never. I mean, we hear some weird stuff, but we've never been across from the No-Tell Motel. And what was even crazier, right, was the next morning, because then we got to watch the people leave the No-Tell Motel.
Yep.
A lot of them were early risers. I'm not sure what time checkout is when you pay by the hour or whatever. But I mean, we all felt like it was like the drive of shame. I mean, they were not, it was like they would come out heads down, like you could not get a look at these people. They were not there to be public at all. So it was interesting. Very, very interesting. But the police were awesome. They all told us stories. That second one, we even got to, I started asking about all the different, like DUI tests and stuff that they do and how they come up with that. And I don't even know the alphabet backwards. So if you pulled me over totally sober, I'm not going to pass that test. I don't know. So he was giving us, we got to read the book. There's a book, and got to read it to see what the different tests can be. You know, it was a very interesting thing. And I don't know, the No-Tell Motel is still there. I believe it is still, I mean, I haven't checked into it lately. Maybe I should to let the people know. But it was definitely a story. It was another great DG story.
Yep, that was.
I will try to find, I feel like I just came across this video not very long ago, Charity, because I've been trying to group stuff. So I'll have to pull the original video of when we were actually going through it, like, because it was great.
That was a strange one for sure.
Right. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, good job, Sharon. We were reading reviews.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're almost at an hour. So I'm going to ask these. Okay, you guys on the live, do you want to read some reviews of the No-Tell Motel? Charity, do you have any idea? Do you remember what town this was?
Oh, gosh.
I know.
I do not.
Hold on. I'm going to pull up.
I've been to too many. I can never remember all the cities.
Yeah, I cannot either. I'm going to pull up my Google Maps, because a lot of times you can find. No, it was not Tinley Park. Dang it.
Let me pull up Dollar General app. Well, I'm in Minnesota right now, so that's not going to help me.
Right. Well, I'm trying to think. I know it was outskirts. I know it wasn't. I know it was north of Kankakee. I know it wasn't Manuka. Because Manuka that was where the Angry Elf employee was a few months prior to that.
I'm pulling up my old hometown, see if I can get close to it. Let's see. Okay. Whoops.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sharon, can you pull up the Chit Chats channel? Can we see what the name of the place was? Because, yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to figure it out by DG stores. And I could go back in time and look, but I switched devices, and so now it won't bring up my timeline.
Was it near? It was a weird name.
I know it was.
Remember that?
Was it?
Was it near Indiana though? It was, wasn't it?
I feel like, didn't it start with like CH?
It could have.
Dang
I
it.
don't know.
Where's Patty when I need her? She remembers that crap. But I feel like it was further north. Chanahan. Wasn't it Chanahan?
Yep.
Because I remember Chanahan PD. Because I gave a
Yep.
shout out to them. Okay. We're getting there. Okay. Chanahan. Well, how am I supposed to search this? Because obviously they don't call it the Notel Motel. Chanahan,
Let's see if I can find
Illinois. Could we do private hotel? Probably, maybe. Let's see. That's funny though. It brought up right away. Chanahan, Illinois private investigator. Wonder what they use those for.
it. Shanahan Motel subscription. Let's see if that comes up with anything.
I'll know when I see the outside of it for sure. My gosh, I forgot all about the reviews. Thank you so much, Sharon. That's great. I forgot about the reviews.
Oh, hang on.
Shoot.
Motel subscription reviews. Is it the Manor Motel?
No, that does not look like it.
No.
No. It was fancier than that. Gosh, what if they've closed? Does anybody know what the Notel Motel is in Chanahan? Shanahan? I think it was Chanahan. Dang it. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. We need to look up that DG.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. Okay, just a second. Dollar General, Chanahan, Illinois. Oh, I'm on a call, so it won't take my voice. Okay. Dollar General.
Motel.
Now let's
Peninsula
see.
Drive.
What is right there? Oh, I can't see a name.
Oh, gosh. There's a lot of hotels on that road.
No, but it's right across from that DG. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm looking on Peninsula Road.
But I've got it pulled up. I can see exactly where the hotel is. It just doesn't tell you the name of it. Hold on.
Is it Candlewood Suites?
No, it wasn't a chain.
Yep. I've never heard of that one before. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it won't come up.
Yeah. We pulled it up before. That's how we found it. Okay. There's Dollar General. No. This one.
The Braidwood Motel? It wasn't that.
Oh, wait. I don't know. Let's see. I feel like it was a weird name.
I know. I feel like it was a short name, but different.
Oh, yeah. No, that's in Braidwood. No, we need it in Chanahan.
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
How many times a year will a DG remodel? They can actually remodel twice in a year. I don't think I've been to one that's remodeled 3 times in 1 year, but they could have a couple remodels. They could have a POG reset all in the same year. You never know. No, we weren't in Aurora. We were in Chanahan. I remember because I gave the shout out to the cops because they were so, excuse me, good. Hold on. Okay. We're going to try this again because the reviews are fantastic. Hotels.
Oh, that was too funny.
Yeah, we were definitely mind blown. We were not expecting that. Ooh, what's that? Nope. No. Oh, yeah, it's only bringing up that no. Where's...
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm looking.
Dang it. Google 1-star hotels. That's a good... you don't know, though. It depends on how many wives are reviewing it or how many, there could be a lot of good stars, too. I don't know what all service is happening there. So, right. It's probably not going to be on the list of
Maybe
hotels.
hotels. I'm going to Google hotels by the hour.
Oh, wait, that's a good idea. See, that's taking me into Joliet. It's not in Joliet. Okay.
They need to do better advertising.
I know. Well, I'm pretty sure they probably advertise other places.
Right.
Not
Exactly.
not on Google. Come on. Okay. I'm back at the DG in Chanahan. It is right there. What is the No-Tell Motel across the street? Because it shows all the different buildings. Yeah, it's not the Manor Motel. Is it? I feel like that.
I mean,
Hold
it
on.
could be.
I mean, I get they could have. No, different. That's no. Nope, it's not that one. That one's by It's by the highway. Nope, it's got highways all around it, and I'm looking at the picture. Nope, it's not that one. That one looks totally different. Totally different. Okay. Ooh, duh. Let me do the street view.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Okay.
Let's see.
If you didn't know, before you go to Dollar General or anywhere for that matter that you don't know about, you can always do the street view on your Google Maps to see what's around it to make sure it's not scary. Did they build a new one? Okay, this isn't right. Must be the other one.
Oh, it's not coming up.
Nope. That's not the right. Nope, I'm wrong. It's not Chanahan.
Wait, did it start with an M? Ah, it did. I think it started with an M. Oh, you need to pull your video up.
Dang it.
Because I know you said the city.
I know, but I've got one phone recording. I'm on another phone.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. We're going to have to take the No-Tell Motel review session to another call because we've now been on here an hour. Charity, thank you so much for joining in
You're welcome.
to the show. And yes, I promise not to call you again. Like, hey, please do this. Or, hey, do you want to do this?
You're fine. I didn't even know there was a live.
It's
I've been
okay.
too busy today.
Yeah, it's okay. I still love you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye. Okay, so I love trolls. You look like a turtle with depression, okay? Stupid onion turtle. Anyways, yeah, I'm not sure. Good. Thanks for the comments. Were you at the No-Tell Motel? Is that why you're upset? Anyways, I will look up the stuff on the Noel Motel. Oh gosh, I didn't even think about that, Lisa. Looking at what's going to pop up on our phones. Sean,
What?
I'm looking up the Noel Motel in Chicago, okay? So,
How are you doing?
well, if anything starts coming through, it's just because I was doing research for
Exactly story.
the remodel stuff. Okay, great. Okay, great. So do we have any more remodel questions or regular questions right now while I've got you on here? Yes, Vaughn, I can't wait to see you in South Carolina. So excited. North Carolina, sorry. This dude's a riot. Are you in another country? Because your stuff is really weird. You're really weird. I want to make sure and save this. Would somebody please write down band man? So I'd love to find out if they are in another country or if they are just another fake profile. Because I really love weeding out the fake profiles. I don't lick toes. I actually don't like feet at all. I don't like my own feet. I don't like anybody else's feet. I don't lick feet or toes. Especially, I mean, ugly toes, right? Why would you do that? I'm not sure. Are you a 12-year-old? I think maybe you are. Okay. Who just said that? Midlothian? Was it Midlothian? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and go on the search. Because, yes, I know I did the video for the actual remodel. And we talked about it. And then people wanted more details. So we did it over on the Easy Chit Chat YouTube channel. That obviously I have not done much on. Okay. Was it Midlothian? Dirtbag demon. Love it. Yeah, I hate feet. Ugh. Okay. I have one manager that religiously calls the police on me every time I walk into the store because I penny shop. And he swears I can't purchase the... What? Have you called? I do not encourage calling corporate very much at all. I always suggest doing the surveys. Unfortunately, they have taken the paper surveys away from us. Has anybody noticed that? We now have the touchscreen survey. You know, satisfied, unsatisfied. So first, here would be my suggestion. Miss Nicole, I would go in there as much as you can without penny shopping. You buy things as many times as you can so that you can answer that question on that touch screen as many times as you can. Whatever the first mad face is, sad face, cry face, I'm not sure what it is. I haven't had the issue yet. You hit that every single time. Every time. The issue with Dollar General managers, and here's the deal. I have worked for Dollar General. I worked for Dollar General 10 years ago. I was an assistant manager for Dollar General. And not by choice. I literally came in to help a friend. I had moved back home. I hadn't figured out what I wanted to do back home yet. This was before I started my own business. So I said, I'll come in, work part-time, register while my kid's in school, right? And then the DM ended up talking me into coming in as an assistant manager. And then later tried to get me to take the store, which obviously did not happen because I know better than that. So I had also worked for them when I was 19 years old, when I was going to college. The same complaints when I was there at 19 versus 30, they were the same complaints. Okay? So this is nothing against Dollar General employees or Dollar General managers, because most of you are awesome. Most of you are overwhelmed. They have super high expectations, unbelievable expectations. You cannot complete what they want you to complete. Unless you have a brand new store that was given to you perfect, and you have had perfect employees and perfect customers that never make a mess and perfect everything. And I guarantee that's literally, I don't know, I'm making up. Statistics are all made up anyways. So I'm going to say 10%, probably 5%. That's not realistic. Dollar General is not realistic. It is a typical corporate situation of what they see. They see black and white. They see on a computer. They see on a piece of paper. They see, and so this looks like it's completely doable. No, it's not. That's been the fight of employees for many, many, many years. However, there are employees or managers that I refer to as power trippers. They're like obsessed. They're obsessed with just being right all the time or being perfect. And that's where it does blow my mind, because look around. Look around at all of the Dollar General employees all across the United States. They are not being treated fairly. Allegedly. No, it's not allegedly. I've worked there. It's not allegedly. It is true. So unless you are perfect in every way, which is pretty much impossible, they blame everything on you. You should be able to run the register, unload containers of dog food, clean up every aisle, give perfect customer service, do all of your computer work, answer any emails, answer the phone. You should be able to do 12 things at once, and all while they're paying you $12 an hour. The problem isn't your employees or your managers. The problem is the corporation. The problem is they keep building. They kept building instead of fixing what they already have. This has been a problem for a long time. In country terms, we would say they got too big for their britches. Stop building. Stop trying to take over every 5 miles or 10 miles of America and pay your employees more. Happy employees equal good stores. Happy employees equal hardworking employees. Happy employees equal happy customers. If you don't take care of your employees, then you have the walkouts. Stores have been walking out for years. It's DG does this to you, and DG is not the only place. So don't think that this is, okay, it's any corporate, this is corporate greed. This is why I started this. I don't care what anybody out here thinks of me or what I look like or how I talk or whether, I don't care. I'm doing this to help people save money, save perfectly good items from going into landfills. That's what I'm here for. The first time I went to a remodel, not the first time I went to a remodel, but the first time somebody showed me a dumpster during a remodel, and it was filled with food. Filled with perfectly good food that was all cut up, trashed, so nobody could take it. That was when I decided this is my mission. There is absolutely no reason in this day and age, in this world, in this country, that we should be trashing food. And the managers and employees that get enjoyment out of that, they have their own issues. I come from a much higher position than a Dollar General manager. And I can say I've been in a much higher position than that, much longer than, okay, that is not being conceited. That is a fact. If I had to spend my career at Dollar General as a store manager, I would probably hate my life. But some of these people, it's the demands that Dollar General puts on them that they literally have to just be perfect. And in their personal lives, something is lacking. Something is lacking in their personal lives. That's why they're taking it out on you in the store. This is no different than what I have told my children as they grow up. If somebody's picking on you, if you're not the one dishing it out, now hold on, if you dish it out, you better be able to take it. But if you're not dishing it out and they continue to come after you, it's not you, it's them. They have a problem. They have insecurities. They want something that you have. They want your happiness. They want your smile. They want your family. They want your friends. They want your personality. They want something that you have. That's why they're mean to you. The DG managers, it is no different. Some have a bad day. Please remember, everybody has a bad day. You treat them all with respect. I don't care who they are. You treat them with respect. It will get you further. The ones that it's not just they have bad days, this is who they are, they're not going to change, unfortunately. I've had a lot of mine turn around, but they were never like that. They weren't calling the police. And that's a whole nother situation. And I think you need to report that to the police department. Because here's the deal, and this is also why I don't like it when remodels, when customers start calling the police when a remodel won't sell them pennies. I mean, if one person wants to call, fine. But when you have 10 people calling, please stop calling the police over shopping. They are not there to waste their time on shopping drama. They should be out saving lives. They should be out stopping drunk drivers. They should be out. That's what they do. So the fact that this woman calls a police officer in every time that this is ridiculous. Taxpayer money. So that area is paying for that police officer to act as Dollar General security? Penny shopping security? If she wants penny security, she needs to call DG. Because that police officer should be providing security for the community, not for the DG. Because I could almost guarantee that DG is not giving back to that community like they should be. And that is my other beef with DG. You come into small towns, you make plenty of money, or else you wouldn't keep growing, or else you wouldn't keep making money. Don't talk to me about the store closures. I've worked on a video for 3 days about that. You guys, they're opening more stores than they're closing. It's clickbait. It's clickbait. It's not a surprise. It's not anything new. But if DG needs a police officer, then they need to set that up. Not the store manager, because, sorry, does she not have big enough cojones to handle this on her own? Mine do. They refuse selling pennies. They refuse selling pennies. They don't call the police. So I think she needs to get her big girl panties on and actually handle it without calling in the law, which is not there for her at her disposal. Like, that's mind-blowing to me. So, yes, those are my 2 cents. Small town, no stop. Yep, I feel you. Yep. Nicole, if you want to message me separately outside of this, I do have other ideas for you. Because again, my issue, the manager, obviously, I don't know, something's wrong with her as far as she can't handle something on her own. Like, I don't need to call my husband when I have to talk to somebody. In all of my jobs, I've never had to call somebody else to come in if the customer asked for the next person, fine. But she needs to be able to handle it herself. She's a store manager. Are you scared? Like, I don't understand. So unless you have threatened them in some way, physically threatened them, then there is no reason to call the police. It is wasting the police's time. It is wasting taxpayers' money. And there are other places to report that. So you're welcome to comment on Facebook. You're welcome to message me through Facebook, or you're welcome to message me. Email is easypennyshopping@gmail.com. Okay. Okay. That's another thing, Nicole, I want to know where you are, because I would love to go in there like just 3 of us. And again, that's a very immature way to handle things. That's a very, like, sorry, we're grown. Like, it's pretty, I mean, you're a Dollar General manager. I'm sure you deal with much bigger problems. Maybe. I mean, I know it's small town, but even my small town stuff, goodness gracious, we have public shatters. We have fights in the store, outside of the store. I mean, you name it. So I feel like they can handle a penny shopper. Goodness gracious. Unless you're going in with your, taser and tasing her, to get your pennies. Like, I don't understand why the police are being called. Aw, well, good, Teresa. Yes, I'm sorry, but we waste way too much. I watch a lot of police cam shows, and a lot of you guys know I'm weird like that. I'm all about, and so yeah, the amount of time that is wasted on just stupid people is ridiculous. Like, stop calling 911 if it's not an emergency. Stop calling the police because somebody hurt your feelings. Like, it's unbelievable to me. So this is my last thing before I get off here, because this has went longer than planned, which it always does. It's okay. Okay. All right. There is they do not teach their employees about pennies. Okay. So anybody can write this down. Anybody can check with any Dollar General. I don't care. Okay. There is nothing in the training about penny items, because they don't want the employees to start buying the penny items, or start hiding stuff before they become pennies, or start going to other stores to be penny shoppers. Okay? They do not have anything. They do not tell people ahead of time. You do not sign any paperwork, not a single piece of paper about not selling pennies. However, standard operating procedure, SOP, that would be your penny policy. And what does the penny policy say? It has not been changed. Yes, there are stores out there that have made their own. Well, that doesn't work. It is still the same. Dollar General came out with it on their own. They knew there were pennies. They have told their employees they have to sell the pennies. I don't care how you want, they have to sell them. Okay? But new employees don't know about them. And even some managers. Some stores, if a manager knows about it, then they may tell their employees coming in, and especially the power trip ones. They are definitely going to tell their employees how bad penny shoppers are, how much we hate them, how much they drain the earth of just good things. They are just evil. We should all be locked up. The hatred is real. So there are going to be those. But it still doesn't change the policy. Can someone get written up for selling penny items? How can they get written up for something that they have never agreed to do or not to do? And I say this to Dollar General employees all the time. Again, I come from years of management and corporate management. I have worked with some of the biggest companies in the country, in the world, okay? There are legal things. If they write you up for selling penny items, then you need to see what it was that you signed that said you would not sell them. There is nothing in writing except you have to sell them. Now, if your boss left you a note for the night shift, you need to go pull this list of things, and then you did not go pull them, then yes, you are responsible for that. Did you then have 500 customers, 500 phone calls? Your person called in sick and you were there by yourself, and so you weren't able to do that? Very likely, and I would fight that tooth and nail. But you cannot be fired for penny items. You cannot be fired for selling penny items. You cannot be it is all bogus. It is all bogus. Some stores get bonuses. Not ours. Some stores will get bonuses. It is based on, it's like a freaking algorithm, okay? It is based on so many things. That is when you have your managers tripping. Is because they want their bonus. They want more money, so they don't want anything going through that's going to affect that bonus. Selling pennies, does that affect the numbers? Absolutely it does. At the end of the day, you get printouts. This was your average sale. This was your highest sale. This was your lowest sale. This was the average items purchased per customer. This was the average items purchased during this hour. There's all these numbers, all these numbers, all these numbers. That's all corporate sees. So if there are hundreds of penny items that come through in a day, absolutely, it drops their numbers. If they have not signed anything that says anything about pennies or selling pennies, then they cannot be held accountable for that. And not even the profit and loss, but just the daily numbers. But yes, again, but even profit and loss, I'm sorry. They will trash the penny items to show a complete loss. What does 0 compared to 0.01, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? They trash plenty of items. Don't tell me they send them back, because if you read the actual anytime move out of stock, it is at the bottom. It is spelled out very clearly. There are many items that cannot be shipped back. Anything glass cannot be shipped back. Anything liquid cannot be shipped back. So these items are being trashed. They're profiting more off of trashing it than selling it for a penny or donating it somewhere else. I have no hard feelings I have no regrets about pennies. I have absolutely I do not feel bad in any way, and I will not. We help hundreds and thousands of people that Dollar General should be doing themselves. DG's marketing, I am convinced they are not. I don't know what they're doing. We are Dollar General marketing. I'm not actually affiliated with Dollar General, but that's another reason for the DG managers that just can't understand. Here, let me make it make sense for you. When's the last time you saw a Dollar General commercial? They don't have to pay for commercials. That's what we do. That's what social media does. Dollar General has free advertising. It's not technically free. They let the penny shoppers come in. So that is their payment for advertisement. They don't have to put out channels. They don't have to put out commercials. They don't have to put out ads. When's the last time you saw an ad for Dollar General? Not the paper ad, but actually, as you're watching anything, do you ever see Dollar General being promoted? We promote Dollar General. Couponers, penny shoppers, clearance shoppers. We are the ones that promote Dollar General for them. We are the advertising that they're paying. And I guarantee you, it is cheaper to pay us in items from China that cost them very, very minimal than to pay actual advertising all across the country. If anybody knows anything about business, this would make sense. Anybody that doesn't have a clue about business, I understand why you're confused. Penny shopping's not going anywhere. Couponing's not going anywhere. This is what makes them money. Hopefully your store managers that are power trippers will finally get their karma. I have definitely lost managers along the way. Good ones, bad ones, whatever. But you never know who's going to come in after them. They may be a lot cooler. They may be worse. But you just got to learn your stores. You got to learn your people. You got to learn how they work, how they act, how you need to talk to them. And if you cannot control yourself and if you cannot be respectful, then stay out of their store. I avoid it. If I have drama with a manager or whatever, if there's issues, if they're on power trips, I'll quit going to their store. There's 52 others. Right? I may go in for surprise pennies. I may go in sporadically to see if there's a change in management. I may go in every once in a while to prove a point. But otherwise, I just avoid it. I go to the other stores. I go to the kind people. I go to the cool people. If you really want to hit these stores where it hurts, stop going there. Stop buying there. And I know we don't all have that choice, but yes, if you have a DG 2 minutes from you and you have a DG 15 minutes from you and your closest one, they're douchebags, go to the one that's 15 minutes away. Go there. Go there every time you run a card, you hit that big ass smiley face. You are happy. You are happy. You are happy. Help the stores that are good, that are doing well as far as customer service. Not whether or not the store is clean or whatever. Look at each store and what they're dealing with. It's easy to judge unless you're actually in it. And believe me, it would make a lot more sense if you were. Yep, I avoid it. Once I find issues with managers, I just stay away from them. I don't need it. I don't need it with that manager. I don't want it. I don't know. And that's how I handle life in general. Not doing it. I'm too old for that crap. If you like drama, keep your drama. If you like to gossip and try to stir stuff, keep it. Call somebody else. Deal with somebody else. I've got too many good things to worry about than whatever you're trying to do on your side. Okay. Did we lose our troll? Did he have any other good 12-year-old jokes? Yes, Amy. I miss her too. Okay. Amy, I have 2 playlists for remodels. Anybody that doesn't know, there are playlists. So you don't have to just scroll and try to go through all these different videos to try to find which ones are which. If you go to my main YouTube page or whatever, and you'll see like a list of things like above whatever generic video that's there, you'll see playlists. You click on that. And then, I have playlists for Red Dot, Halloween, Christmas, remodel info, remodel shopping. I've started my fave Dollar General remodels. I only have a handful in there right now, but oh yeah, they're definitely the batshit crazy ones. But go to those playlists. Those are going to be the easiest way to find videos back to back to back that are going to be, whether it's in-store remodel videos or information or whatever. Keep in mind, now more than ever, and I've stressed this, but now more than ever, watching a video from 2 years ago is still going to give you the information you need today because of DG recycling, because we are getting so many items that just keep coming out from years and years prior. I was just looking, so this is a brown dot. This is from 2021. Brown dot, 2021 container. Yep, it's still in the stores. So it's really important to watch videos. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm telling you, they're still in the stores. Or they've came back out since they started emptying out all the warehouses and the back rooms. So most all still apply. It's really crazy how that happens. Okay. I think I am done here because what time is it? Oh yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. I've got to get ready to get ready to go party. I have to get ready for bed. But I still have not even started packing for North Carolina. Eek. I'm gonna start that tonight, hopefully. Amy, well, she would not be okay with that, Miss Amy. You know that. I know that. She was not one of our biggest OGs ever and taught so many of us this for us to just give up. Oh, no, no, no. Krista would not be okay with that. She taught you for a reason, and the reason is to go save the pennies. Okay. Thank you to everybody. I'm sorry I didn't call everybody out by name. I appreciate all of you. After this ends, please come back and comment. Let me know. Obviously, this is round 1. Had no idea what we were going to do. So, yes, let's do this. Here are ideas, or this is I want to share, or whatever. Let's figure out how we can do this. We are coming to Charlotte, North Carolina. We will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And we are going to be meeting and eating a lot and hanging out and shopping, and it's going to be a good time for all. Okay, everybody have a wonderful night. Let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, we're going to try to do this each Monday, but we'll see, because I am going to be out of town. And so I won't be back home until Monday. So I'll have to see how it goes with the road trip and all that, because you never know what you might run into. Okay? All right. Everybody have a wonderful night. And I am getting that store closing video done. I did it actually while I was going through a store shopping after the Heart Center thing. And because I thought, oh, I'll just talk through this as I'm penny shopping, right? This is a great idea. Well, I found one penny. So I feel like it's very anticlimactic. So I feel like I need to actually do a video that I'm not walking through the store and only finding one penny and talking about the store closings. But everybody needs to calm down about the store closings, and everybody needs to understand they are nothing like a remodel. They are nothing like a remodel. Hopefully I'll have that done and up in the morning. Okay. Peace, love, pennies. Get out there, save them. DG is not going under. DG is not hurting for money. Okay? But please respect your employees, your managers. Kill them with kindness. And if that still upsets you too much, just don't go. Go to the next one down the road. They got a plenty. All right. Love you. Bye.